Good evening, viewers of Voice of Canada. We are again here this week with a brand new episode of our very popular talk show. I'm your host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla. My today's co-host is Kamini Singh.
Hello.
And our dynamics guest name is Sherwin Mohammad Shibin. Welcome to our show, Sherwin.
Thank you for having me here, Asphandiar and Kamini.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Will you introduce just briefly about yourself? Just a very brief introduction.
Yeah, sure, I can. So I'm Sherwin Mohammad Shibin, and I'm working as a project coordinator at University of Toronto. And I'm also a full-time PhD student at Toronto Metropolitan University.
I was impressed. You are a PhD student because I have got plenty of PhDs in my family.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So, and then I'm a mom of 2 daughters.
Wow. Can't believe.
Thank you. And apart from that, I do a lot of promotional work in terms of awareness works for maternal mental health and postpartum depression.
Yeah, okay.
That's where I chose the pageant platforms for promoting these causes. So that's basically the summary.
Yeah, that's wonderful to know, Sherwin.
Go ahead.
So, okay. First of all, welcome, very warm welcome from the co-host of the show, Kamini Singh. And the show is Voice of Canada, wherein our main host is Asphandiar Wadiwalla. You know him, like most of us know him around. So, Sherwin, just moving to the question quickly. We read from your bio that you are truly well empowered by your education as well. Your activities in your life inform our viewers all about your initial education in India. Yeah. So maybe talk about your education, what you did from India, and when you came over, what did you carry from there?
Okay, so I did my bachelor's in biotechnology engineering in Tamil Nadu.
Wow.
That's in 2009, way back. And then I did my master's in biotechnology engineering and MBA.
You're a double master. Let me tell the viewers.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did it in the same 2 years itself. So I finished both of them together in 2011. And then I got married, had kids. And then after that, in 2018, I migrated to Canada as a PR.
So you're still pretty new to Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You know, I would say a
5 years.
semi newbie.
Yeah, you could say that, yes.
Yeah.
And then when I migrated to Canada, at that point, I also had my PhD application at a university already. So I actually started in 2018, but then I kind of had to call quits on it because of COVID situation
and other factors.
So then I restarted again this year at Toronto Metropolitan University. So that's
what we know is basically Sherwin is very much educated. She's
highly
very much
educated
into education and studies and all this.
carries so many feathers in her cap.
Yes.
Shireen, tell our viewers of Voice of Canada at the same time inform us also that you are a student of our well-reputed university here in Canada and you are doing your PhD.
Yes.
When will you be completing? In which year you will be completing? And what are your specialized subjects in PhD?
Sure. So that's a very interesting question because PhD has no time limit.
Exactly.
My daughter took 7 years.
Yeah, so
for
I'm not
information.
so I'm aiming to finish in 2026.
Okay.
Hopefully, if I could finish with all, being a mom, working and everything, I hope to finish within that time frame. What I'm doing is I'm doing a research on gene regulation.
Oh, okay.
Of what that means is like, genes are controlled, turned on and off depending on your environmental situation. So I'm trying to, so I'm trying to learn for a particular gene, and I'm using a tetrahymena species. So basically,
So you are doing basically the subjects are neuroscience.
Neuroscience and molecular biology.
Because
so that comes
neuroscience and molecular biology is not an easy subject or task, because when your practicals will take place, it will take very long.
Very intense.
My daughter's took 3 years. She completed the theory in the University of Toronto, but it took her 3 years for the scans at the sick kids hospital.
Yes. Yeah, because it's research intense.
You just can't catch anybody for scanning till she's referred and is by a professor.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
I'm B Pharma by myself, so I know what tough things you have taken in your hand.
Okay, that's nice.
That's good to know, actually. Beauty with brains. Yeah.
She's a beauty with brains, plus an enterprising lady putting a foot in every field in Canada, because in Canada, sky's the limit.
Yes,
nobody is going to stop you even from your land of origin. There are restrictions, but here it's a free world.
Yes, very true.
Okay, so moving on, Sherwin, for the next question, you already talked about your profession here. Like you are a project coordinator at University of Toronto. So maybe you want to share your experience with what you do there, and talk about your professional life, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get too, I don't use a lot of molecular jargon.
No,
No,
you
I
can
like
use.
that.
Here, our
I try
interview
my
is very,
best.
very clear and very open. You
Yeah.
can say whatever you feel like from your heart.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So basically, what my lab does is it's about sequencing. I don't know if about COVID variants, and you find out variants. And to find out variant, you do sequencing of your DNA, everyone's DNA.
Okay.
But you can't just put a DNA into a machine, right? So you need to prepare this DNA to go into the instrument first. So that differs based on the quality of the sample, the amount of the sample, all of these varies. So based off on that, you have to decide what works for your particular sample, then prepare it, then sequence it, give that data. So I work with a lot of hospitals and other universities to give this data to them because they get the samples from the patients and all those kind of things. Everything's
intense work.
It is, yes.
Right? Yeah, it's not only interesting, it's also intense.
Yeah.
Intense and a very, very concentrating work.
Yes.
You need a lot of concentration, hard work,
Yes.
and it's a little dry subjects for many.
Attention to detail.
Yeah,
too.
because I know PhDs, they say I'm PhD, but they are in history, tourism, English.
Yeah.
Those are very, very common PhDs.
Yeah, they are.
And I just smile at them when they say I'm up, and they keep on using the PhD wherever they go.
But I still would say, they're like, still PhD takes a lot of years.
No, I
But it
would
takes
agree with
lot
you.
of-
Like,
lot of pain.
Yeah, every field has its own.
And you have to
Yes.
burn your oil till early hours of the morning every night.
I know.
I remember my daughter studying till 3 a.m. practically.
Me, I'm till 2 a.m.
See?
Same.
So you
It's
are
the
you
same.
started the lamp, burning
Yes,
the oil.
Yes.
So you are doing the hard work along with your family. Like you're not taking care of them.
Yes, I'm
But
trying
it's
to.
we are glad that you have got a supporting partner in life
Oh, yeah.
who supports you with the kids, with the
Yes.
family, because in Canada we have got lots of hardships, many things we have to
Yeah,
manage on our own.
Yeah.
It's not like back home when we have all the domestic help.
Yes, very true. Here, there's no other way. You have to have your spouse with you in every
Exactly.
part of
Yeah.
life.
Every
Otherwise, there's
step
no
of
way.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
does your spouse cook?
Oh,
It's
yes.
just a humorous question.
Yeah.
He's an amazing cook.
Wow,
That's good.
then you are a lucky lady. I would say the spouses who cooks,
Yeah.
they are really lucky. Like
Yes.
Kamini's husband is a very good cook.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
On
That's
holidays, she
good.
says, I don't get up only.
Oh,
I
me
just,
too.
he cooks.
Yeah, he cooks
Just
almost every day. Yeah.
Yeah,
every
okay,
day,
That's
see?
nice.
Yeah.
So he works and he cooks also.
Yeah.
But we take care of all other works.
Yeah, he does.
So she's the
he does
lady
a lot
of the
work.
house. That's why I'm really proud that you both are very independent
Mhm.
Canadian ladies.
Yes, of course.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and with a sweet husband. With
Yes.
lovely
Supportive
partners we
husband.
have to
Yes.
support us. Okay, so as we want to move
Yeah,
on to the next
Shireen,
question.
tell our viewers, you also involved with the Mothers in Science NGO.
Yes.
What is all that about? Mothers in Science doesn't give any detail and description. What all you do in that NGO?
Okay. So
Mhm.
Mothers in Science organization stemmed up with two founders, Dr. Isabel Torres and
Mhm.
Sonal Badane.
Mhm.
They were really surprised with the lack of support mothers face when they come back to work. Right?
Yeah,
There's no proper maternity leave, there's no
Mhm.
proper pregnancy leaves. And later on when you come back to work, it's either a part-time.
Mhm.
So all of these issues were like frustrating for mothers too, right? They
Yeah.
don't have proper mentors in the field.
Mhm.
So based upon all that, they started this organization
Okay.
to support mothers.
Mhm.
And my role is as a community programs manager.
Mhm.
So I do two projects in that. One is a Mom Chats,
Okay.
which is we have like 8 or 9 moms together, and then
Lovely.
we discuss on
Oh, okay.
imposter syndrome,
Uh-huh.
Beautiful, beautiful.
and the mom guilt we face.
Oh, yes.
So those kind of issues. And
Yeah.
then there's the mentoring program,
Mhm.
which is to provide support for young mothers
Mhm.
in science
Okay.
with the support of senior moms in the field to
Okay.
help them move their
So more like a
career.
mentor-mentee program
Exactly,
kind of thing? Okay.
yeah. So
okay.
these are the two
Very nice.
programs
Yeah.
which
Very
I'm
nice.
focusing
Keep
on
up the
right
good
now.
work,
Thank
I
you
would
That's
so
say.
amazing.
much.
Go ahead.
Yeah, being a mother, we know
Mhm.
everyone sometime has gone through that, even if
Yes.
you're privileged or not privileged.
I know
Yeah.
that
Go ahead.
motherhood
Yeah.
itself does change.
Yeah,
as-
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next question, it's about the COVID phase that we had in
Mhm.
2019.
Yeah.
So what we understand is you actively did help our Canadians by joining the helpline and providing proper info to the callers who had many
Yeah.
questions, and you performed quite well over there.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to share
So
your
what did you
experience.
do actually? You were administering the vaccine or helping them, or you were on the helpline or booking line? What did you do?
I was in the booking
Specifically, you were in
line.
the
Yeah.
booking line. That
Yeah,
is
okay.
also
so, yeah.
very vital. People were so anxious to talk to the booking
Yes.
line agents.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah. And they had lots of questions too. So when this volunteering came up, it was through Deepak Anand, who is
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Conservative
Yeah,
Party.
he has been
Yeah.
to our show.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So it was through him that I got this opportunity. And then I
Mhm.
was like, I couldn't, because of my full-time work, I couldn't,
Mhm.
of course, go and help.
Right.
So then this was like a way in which I could be at my home and then help doing.
So the calls used to take from the house.
Yes,
Oh, lovely.
yes,
And
I was
helping the community also.
Exactly. So
So
then
working
I was,
from home pattern, like
yes.
but
So I
then
would get the
working-
calls during
Yeah.
a certain hours.
Mhm.
And then I would take them, book the appointments, cancel appointments, or redirect them maybe to another center.
Okay.
And if there's a waiting list, then I would get back to them saying that, okay, there's a spot.
Mhm.
Would you
Mhm.
like to come in? So those kind of work.
So this was totally volunteering, though. like
Yes,
it's- oh, wow.
definitely.
That is
Shirin, I'm talking about pageants now, little bit about
Sure,
pageants,
no
because you
worries.
also have a passion. Lots of my co-hosts are very, very passionate about pageants.
Yeah.
She's a winner of our Commonwealth in
2018.
2018
Yeah.
in London, from
Yes,
London,
Yeah.
as I told you. So tell us about okay, what are your plans as far as doing some pageants, but reputable, what I would say, do reputable pageants.
Mhm.
Now you are on a platform where your name is known.
Yes.
And God willing, whatever moral support, media support you need,
Mhm.
you're always welcome to knock our doors.
Yes.
We're always there for you.
Thank you. That's a pleasure.
So what are your plans for 2023 as far as the pageants are concerned?
Mhm.
Because lots of pageants are going to happen in 23,
Mhm.
national as well as international.
Yes, I'm really very curious to get into the 2023 pageants too. But with the recent pageant and with my PhD and work and all coming up, so I thought I'm ready for, representing nationally maybe for the next year
Mhm.
and then to go on
We'll
internationally.
see for the international
in
also, as I told you,
2023.
okay, maybe by 2023 in the end, the last quarter.
Yes,
International takes place in the
that's-
last quarter.
December
And if it
most
is a
yeah.
good chance, I will definitely nominate you
Thank you.
as my finalist
Yes, that's
under the
nice.
category of, you can say MRS or MS,
Mhm.
whatever you prefer.
Okay. Yeah,
Go
It-
ahead.
it
that's
is
nice.
at the end
It's
of the
your
year.
choice because
Yeah.
in MS and MRS, there are two
I know there
choices.
is. Yes, you can take any.
So, Sharon, next question, being a mom, being there, and we were talking about our family and all. So, from anybody who's so much of talent, into studies, being a student, being a mom, being a wife, how do you actually have a balance in your life? Like,
How do you
balancing
manage?
the professional
We,
and the
we
personal
want to
life?
know your energy. From where you get the energy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that question again because,
Nice.
to be
See?
honest, I wouldn't say that I'm managing it all on one day.
Mhm.
I would say, some days I'm
Balancing. You're
yeah,
balanced.
It's, yeah,
Your
I
time.
would say there is an act of balancing,
Yeah.
but I would say in the same day, maybe some days I'm an amazing mom.
Mhm.
Some days I'm amazing as a employee. I'm doing great at work.
Yeah.
Then there are days that I'm amazing at PhD and
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
But there are days that they don't all go together.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
not. So then I would be just, kind to myself, and I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
say,
yeah.
Pamper yourself.
Yes.
There's a day for pampering.
Yeah, the
Yes,
me
we need
time
it.
is very
Yes,
important.
Yeah, me time is very
day,
important.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Canada, if you want to survive and remain healthy, me time is very important.
Yes.
Me and
That's what I tell my
self-praise.
female friends.
Yes, pat on your back.
Pat on your back. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. And then I would say I would go back and look at the other days
Mhm.
and think what I have done so far.
Right.
Be thankful and grateful to all of those that I was able to achieve,
Right.
and then plan on the next week. But I wouldn't sit and think, oh, I did not do this.
Yeah, that's
or
a
anything,
great thing to.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that usually people we tend to have that. When anything goes wrong, we'll be thinking more and more of that.
Yes, it's a
Or
cycle.
maybe we could have corrected that, but you never can go back.
Yes, so it's
better
just
to
like
always
move
ahead.
on.
Shirin,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
already know that you are a well-empowered lady
Yeah.
yourself. You have done a lot. But our viewers don't know that you are so highly empowered. So just tell them, very briefly, what do you mean by woman empowerment? How would you do the woman empowerment?
Okay,
Mhm.
so with the woman empowerment, I know we have been seeing a lot of awareness going on in terms of gender gap issue, pay gap issues, like representing diversity in workplaces and everything. But I would also say that I think woman empowerment begins within the woman itself.
Mhm.
We need to find that voice. And I think that is the most important part.
Right.
If we can find that voice in you,
Mhm.
definitely you can change anything.
Right.
The world
Yeah.
is ready for you
Mhm.
once you find your voice.
Exactly.
So,
That's very
That's
nice
very
message.
good.
Yeah,
I
very
would
nice
say
message.
keep up the good work. I would add a comment to it.
Mhm.
Don't go backwards, take forward steps only.
Yes.
With that note, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be back with you shortly. Come back after a short break. You are viewing our popular talk show, Voice of Canada, produced by Awaz TV Entertainment. Your host is Asphandiar Wadiwalla. Our co-host is Kamini Singh. And our dynamo guest
Mhm.
is Sherwin
Yeah.
Shibin.
Yes. Hi.
Welcome back
Mhm.
after a short break. Shireen, you tell our viewers that you are from a city of Kerala, India.
Kerala.
Kerala, India.
Kerala.
And how was your initial life as a childhood to recall? Give us some memories, golden memories of your childhood. Because your city is very, very beautiful,
Yes.
green.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is very
Though
beautiful.
I have not been, I've been to India a couple of times, but not to your city.
Mhm.
And your
You
city has
should.
got a charm.
It's very beautiful with the beaches and the coconut
And the beaches and
trees
everything.
It's
And the
really,
people are
yes.
also quite forward, educated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
You know,
we
they are
have
not
like
the backward
100
sort.
Yes.
The first state in India to be 100%
fully
education.
literate.
Educated, highly literate state.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us about your initial life in your city.
Okay, so in that case, I was born and brought up in Saudi Arabia initially. So I did my schooling in Saudi for like till my grade 10.
Your dad was settled there in Saudi?
Dad and mom were settled.
They
in
were working
Saudi.
there.
Yes, they were
Beautiful,
working
beautiful.
there. Yeah.
See, you're from a
So-
hardworking family, professional,
Yes.
hardworking family.
Yes, true. And then the memories which I have would be that, we used to go on vacation every 2 years.
Mhm.
Okay.
So at that point, all I remember is a lot of trees because Saudi is a desert place.
Desert.
right.
So when I
And
go
your city
there-
is so
Yeah, it's a
green and so
contrast.
peaceful.
It's a very
Contrast,
big
yeah,
contrast. And then I loved all the trees when I see the fruits
And a
on
lot
the
of
mangoes
rainforest
and
and rain also.
exactly
in
rain,
your
exactly.
Yeah, oh my
Yes,
God.
They are known as the rainforest.
Yes, it's an escape from the heat
Right.
to going there. Yeah. So we used to go during the monsoon times, July and
Yeah,
August.
right.
So those were the times we used
Yeah.
to go.
So,
And, yeah.
Shireen, like Kerala also is very much famous with their Ayurvedic, the healing and all. They have these
Yes.
camps in there where people
True.
from all over the world, they go
They
there,
go to
right?
Kerala and-
Yes,
Yeah.
even recently I was talking with someone and they were
Yeah.
also looking for Ayurvedic treatments.
Yeah.
Wow,
And there's a
wow.
long waiting list
That's-
even to
that's
get
what I
into
know.
it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
very
you belong
natural.
to a city which is promising.
Yes.
But they
Exactly.
do, it's magical. Like, it's like, where I heard that people who haven't been cured all over the world going around, but they go there and they get the treatment, they get cured. Like,
Yes, it's very true. Like
yeah.
even my father-in-law, once he was, he's passed now.
Mhm.
He was bedridden for quite some time. So then we took
Mhm.
him to the Ayurvedic treatment and everything. And then I think we took 1 month, but he was able to take few steps.
Okay.
Even, at least to do that in the beginning. So I would say, yes, it's a lot of natural treatment.
Right.
Mhm.
It's kind of connecting your body completely with the
Right, yeah.
soul.
Body,
and everything.
mind,
So,
soul.
Yes.
It-
So I would say that would heal you quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something, I mean, one of my friends, they are looking to get an appointment, as you're saying.
Yeah.
They really have like the wife has some problem with the backache
Mhm.
for a long, long while.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get in there though.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
It's not easy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, like you already spoke about your life in India and
Mhm.
also in
In
Saudi.
KSA.
Yeah. So maybe you wanted to talk more about your stay in there or something, some beautiful memories from you want to
Give
share
us
with
some
me.
example of a good memory which still is there in your heart. A pleasant memory.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a pleasant memory is that we always used to go on Wednesdays to park
Wow,
with my
wow.
family,
Mhm.
and we.
Why is Wednesday was
Yeah,
specially?
exactly. Why
Oh,
Wednesdays?
okay. Because back in those days, like in the
Mhm.
1990s and all,
Mhm.
Saturday to Wednesday was the working day.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday is the weekend.
You're talking about KSA.
Thursday and
Yes.
Friday is a week.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
KSA.
Oh,
Middle.
okay.
Just
Uh-huh.
now Dubai changed to
Yeah,
Sunday.
even Saudi
Otherwise,
changed.
even
Oh, I
all
see.
Middle Eastern world,
Mhm.
they spend their Fridays as holiday.
So, yeah,
And
it's-
Sunday they work.
So
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday is working. So
Yes.
Wednesday is the break.
The
like
last
Friday.
day.
Last day,
Yeah.
it's like
Oh.
Friday
so then
for
it's
us.
the last days like
Oh,
party
okay.
for us from
Uh-huh.
school and from work for my parents. So then we used to go to park with another family and we used to like spend all night playing
Mhm, wow.
and stuff. So that's one of the amazing memories which I have.
Mhm.
Yeah, at that point, yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So next question would be about the pageant. So we already spoke that you are interested in getting into pageant. You are already into the pageant industry. So maybe talk about some of the achievements in there and what is your view about the pageant industry and what messages can
And
you
what
give
is
to
your
young
goal?
women?
Because what I have seen in last 12 to 15 years, I've done pageants as organizer, as a national director. But still, I would say the pageant industry in Canada is in infant stage.
Yeah.
You know, because there are so many immigrants, especially,
Mm.
they don't understand what is a pageant and what is a fashion show.
Okay.
They mix everything into one.
Mhm.
And I have to always correct them that pageant is entirely different. A
Yeah.
fashion is entirely. You
Always
sell a
say
product.
that, yes.
Right.
You display a product.
Mhm.
Even a lady without brains can enter a fashion show.
True.
But in pageants, you need a lady with brains,
Mhm.
That's true.
like you.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that's a very important point that you stated there because I think it's a big misconception about pageants that it's all about beauty, figure,
Mhm.
and everything. But no, I would say it's 1% or less than that contributes to the pageant. I would say how you carry your personality, your
Mhm.
character,
Mhm.
your service to the community,
Right.
how you are able to interact with everyone, what you could
Mhm.
give to the society is
Mhm.
what is a pageant about.
It's overall your personality. It's not just
Exactly.
like your figure or how you look.
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing,
would say
right?
like
Yeah.
any size you are, any
Mhm.
type, tall, thin,
Or any
whatever,
category.
Any category.
You,
Yeah.
if you have got brains and if you are talented,
Yes,
if you are intelligent,
confident.
you can go.
Yes.
You won't believe I've taken a delegate finalist in my United Nations. She was a third burnt girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was fully burnt.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and nobody was ready
No
to
one-
put their hands on her. And
Oh,
I said,
really?
no,
Oh,
I will take her. When she
Yeah.
wrote to me with tears, will you also reject me?
oh my
Because
gosh.
all the pageants have rejected me. And you won't believe, she came to Jamaica. She spent the whole week. And on the grand finale night, she took the trophy.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
a tremendous
And I said, no,
achievement.
That's it,
Yes,
We did
yeah.
not see, there is not only the looks,
Yes,
you have to see
that's what-
the substance in the lady,
Very much.
Exactly.
the devotion
Exactly.
and a motivation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's your question.
Sorry, Shireen, tell us your secret, how you have kept yourself so fit and trim and beautiful. That's a very, very secret
Everyone wants to
questions
know.
we are asking you.
Okay.
Huh? Your hubby may not like it, but we are asking you.
No, we
Okay.
know.
What is
You
the
want-
secret
I'm
of
sure
your
he's
beauty?
fine. I'm sure
I'm
that's
joking.
fine. I
It's
think-
an humor I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say like, okay, in terms of beauty, I think I must have inherited from my mom. She's very beautiful. So maybe her genes are just on
Your
me.
features are very sharp.
Oh, thank
Okay,
you.
once a person sees you, he won't forget Shireen. Huh?
That's a big compliment.
Okay.
See, it's a
thank you.
compliment to you. Take it as a positive compliment.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
And in terms of like diet and stuff, I would say that
Mhm.
you should know your body well,
Yeah.
be in tune with what your body is talking to you in terms of weight gain or anything. So for me, I'm hypothyroid,
Mhm.
which means my
Yeah,
thyroid
okay.
is not in tune with my
Mhm.
body.
Mhm.
So at that point, what I need to do is I just need to see what foods help my thyroid
Mhm.
Right.
and
yeah.
what
So
doesn't.
you take tablets daily?
Yeah, I do take tablets.
Because I worked on a thyroid project a lot
oh,
in Chitral.
okay.
Way back in Chitral,
Okay.
they have got a masses with thyroid, and we
Mhm.
used to distribute tablets
Yes.
because
and
they are
it's
so
very important.
poor.
Oh.
The Kalash people, you
Mhm.
must be knowing the Kalash are the ancient people from the Greeks.
Okay.
Mhm.
We used to go because we were in the government and we used to help them.
Oh, that's
And
really
at the same time, the government failed to help them. The Aga Khan Foundation
Yeah,
was
yes.
number one in
Mhm.
helping the thyroid
Oh,
cases.
that's nice to know.
You know,
Yeah, okay.
so that's why I'm emphasizing, and I understand
Yeah,
what is thyroid.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's one thing. So what everyone would do is like everyone struggles with the weight gain
Right,
issues at
yeah.
this
It's a
point.
lack of water. Some
So,
minerals are lacked. That's why you
yes,
form thyroid.
exactly.
So where in your original countries or in KSA that was the cause?
I think it would be KSA because at that point you're just having a lot of
KSA,
processed foods
because-
and everything, right? I'm not
Mhm.
having much like let's say fish and everything,
Mhm.
which is
And you
my
developed the
origin.
thyroid
I
issue.
would have developed that.
Okay.
But having said that, what I would say is your body is what you should embrace as a whole.
Right.
Yeah, be it any size, any way you look, just
Mhm.
love it. And you have the confidence to carry it and just follow a diet that is suitable for your needs.
Exactly.
That's there's no hard and fast rule here.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the secret is know yourself better than anybody
Exactly.
else, and
Yeah.
don't take
Treat yourself well.
the general things.
Try to pick up yoga also. That gives a lot of peace,
Yes.
Yeah.
tranquility,
Meditation, yeah.
and determination.
Yes.
Right.
And
True.
discipline also.
Very much.
Discipline. Yeah.
Yes. Without that, nothing will go.
happen. Okay, so the next question, Sherwin, is like we understand you participated in Mrs. India Worldwide. Wow.
Mhm.
Where did their finals? Where was it conducted? In which country? And did you win any title in there?
Mhm.
And I understand there were 100 finalists.
100
in there.
finalists.
Wow.
That's a very, very big. Where they got
was
100
like-
finalists?
Yeah.
Because
It was
Miss
like-
Universe cannot go beyond 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just for your knowledge. And I'll come to you about another pageant which had 110,
Okay.
which created a history this
Oh.
year only.
This was
2022.
like okay. Which
22.
one was that?
I will tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
We participated as from Canada, and I was very disappointed when my Delhi finalist said, "Sir, how many finalists are from India?" I said, "How many? Maybe one."
No.
So she
it
says,
should
"No,
be more.
there are 25."
25.
I was shocked.
Mhm.
Okay, what they have turned that pageant into a money-making ATM.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, some are like that.
I can't
That's
agree.
there.
It's because the original founders never had more than one country representing one lady
Okay.
in the Misses, which
Mhm.
was owned by President Trump.
Okay.
Mhm.
But after the hands
So
were
then
changed, the
it's-
new owners, they have made
Everything
into a money-making machine for them.
Yeah.
So,
And if
coming back to the question here,
Yeah.
Sherwin, you want to share your experience with that pageant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually a worldwide pageant, right? So they had representatives from each country.
Mhm.
Somewhere, then if you had more than if you have more representatives from the same country, then it would be like then in terms of provinces.
provinces,
Yes.
yeah, they
Okay.
divide
Okay.
into
Okay.
provinces and all
so
that,
that
they do.
would be the
Okay.
way we
Yeah.
got. So there was around, I think, 116 participants in that
116,
pageant.
that
Yes.
is.
That's
Okay.
too much.
Ah,
Yeah, that was
I
too
would
much.
say
I
that
was
is
like
not fair
surprised.
to finalists. I would say it's not a
It
fair.
is not it's not an easy job either
Mhm.
to manage
No.
that many delegates.
I
at
couldn't
the same
manage
point.
35 when I was organizing. 35 to manage 35 countries was a great task,
Mhm.
but to take 116 finalists is a joke.
Yeah, I know it's hard, but then you
It's-
did participate and
Yes, yeah.
talk about
And you gain
your
experience. You
Yes,
gain
that's what I'm
experience,
saying.
and you
So-
took it as positive note.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And did you won any side titles
Yeah.
or any major titles or
Mhm.
anything
So this was held in UAE
in Dubai?
Yeah. In,
Oh,
in
Oh,
Dubai.
lovely, awesome,
It was
awesome.
like in the last week of July
Uh-huh.
this year,
Mhm.
and I won this title, which is Mrs. Beauty with Brains.
Wow. There you
and-
go.
Lovely, lovely.
We were talking
Because
about
I
all
know
through,
another
right?
another Indian friend. She was in the same pageant.
Mhm.
Mhm.
She even Kamini knows her.
Who-
So, but she did not participate. God knows what happened. Cause she
Okay.
withdrew from that Dubai event.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
She
I
was
mean,
from
there
Canada.
There was a lot of issues when it comes to COVID restraints
yeah,
at that
that was
time
the time,
also.
okay.
So that was there,
Yeah.
and the dates and the destination was always
What
not decided.
moved
So
and
that
okay,
kind of
yeah.
would keep
There was
maybe
some confusions
international
maybe. Yeah, okay.
contestants. Yeah.
So when
So
did this happen? Like which year?
Yeah,
When
this
did-
year in
This year.
July last.
Oh,
And
okay,
it was for
okay.
which year?
Okay.
Like Mrs. Universe held their pageant for 2021,
Mhm.
this year,
This year. This is
22.
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this was 2022.
Yes, 2022.
So you had a good experience.
I would say I enjoyed the experience. It was really amazing because they had a lot of photo shoots done in different.
That's a part of
attires.
the
Yeah.
game.
Yes, but I would say it helps in a lot of self development
And confidence, to gain
Confidence,
confidence.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like being, which postures are good, which
Right,
voices
yeah.
are good. You learn to, like yourself more.
Right,
maybe.
exactly.
You
Yeah.
gain confidence.
Yes,
Once you put
so-
your foot on the stage,
That is.
you gain the confidence
It's more like
and you are empowered.
Yes.
Pampering
You are doing
yourself in
something.
a way,
You are doing something.
Yes.
Like
You know?
when you say that you discover your inner beauty and everything,
Exactly.
you discover yourself
That's
where you
what
are
I
there,
would
right?
say.
Yeah.
So this had like stages such as introduction round,
Mhm.
and then there was the talent round, and then
Right.
there was the swimsuit round, and then final was the evening, the ramp
Evening
round.
gown
The
round
gown,
and
yeah.
question answer.
Yeah.
Yes, question answer round.
Right.
So that's a general format of a good pageant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
You know?
that's so
Yeah, but
that was,
congratulations, right?
Thank you.
And after that, let me add one question to this question.
Okay.
Okay, you did even 2021, you did a local pageant
Mhm,
over here,
yes.
Uh-huh.
which I also know, you also, I know the organizer because the current organizer I had judged.
Oh,
You won't
yes.
believe it. I judged that girl as a final, as
Final
one of the
contestant,
contestants.
Yes.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
won't believe. And she was the person to recall me. You
Mhm.
don't know me? I said, no, I don't recall because under my hands, there are over 200
So
ladies
many.
have passed
Yeah.
by and I
Mhm.
don't recall you because I don't think I was close to you.
Okay.
So she says, I'm so and you were the judge.
Okay. So that's cool.
nice.
Yeah.
So that is what your current, but she's doing very well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wish her all the best.
Mhm.
And she has come out very, very well. I would
Yeah,
say
she is.
she also gets lots of contestants
Mhm.
from all over Canada,
Yes.
you know,
She's doing
and
an
I'm
amazing
proud
job.
of her
Yeah.
because she has done really well and I would wish her all the best.
Yes, she's really doing great, and I interacted with her last year in 2021.
Mhm.
I was representing North York at that point.
Okay.
So even they had like several rounds. I think mainly was the interview round. Then
Mhm.
there is the swimwear fashion round at that point, and then the evening gown round. So, but that was I started off that. So that was an amazing story because that
Mhm.
was something that ignited in me when COVID happened.
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone is discovering their passions.
Right,
Everyone is
yeah.
figuring out. And
Yeah.
then I
No,
was
no,
like,
we all suffered. The world suffered.
Yes.
But
Oh,
you're
no,
right,
all the
like that
sectors,
time
all the way.
Yeah.
gave us a way to discover many things that were hidden in us. I started to
Yes.
sing, like, I
Wow,
danced, but then I
that's
started
cool.
karaoke and then I posted videos and it's like
See?
you
You have to
discover
pass
so
your
many
time
things
in a positive way
in a
Yes.
positive way, keeping
Mhm.
yourself
Go ahead,
engaged and
because we are
motivated.
getting
Yeah.
signals too.
Oh, we again. So, okay. So quickly, we already spoke about this, but then maybe if you want to talk about more of your involvement with the scientists and researchers at UAT,
Mhm.
what exactly do you do? What is your role in
You have
there?
gone quite enough. Maybe we will push off because we have
Yeah, okay.
shortage of time.
Sure, no
So
Okay.
we would also like, before we conclude,
Mhm.
would you like to give your concluding remarks?
Mhm. For sure, I do have like to say two takeaways over here.
Mhm.
First is I don't know how people will take this. Make mistakes, embrace failures.
Beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful.
Because these are your stepping stones for success. If you're afraid of failures, you will be where you are.
There you are, and you
Right,
never
so,
gain any
yes.
heights.
So, and when you want to make mistakes and those failures, I
Mhm.
think the next step would be to find that voice for yourself to start taking those steps towards your passion, your
Right.
inner goals and everything. So finding that voice, being confident, being bold
Mhm.
is very important. At the same time, be very open to any kind of which is good criticisms
Yeah. True.
and all that kind of thing. And anytime you
Very
fail,
important.
just stand up again, go forward again with the same goals.
Yeah.
And at this time, you have a better experience.
Right.
You know what all you need to change to gain that again.
Right.
So you just step forward again.
Thank you, Shireen.
Very good message, and I agree.
A
We
very
learn
strong
from our
message.
mis-
And let
from
me
our
tell our
mistakes, yeah.
viewers, she is a very good sketch artist.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we have a video of her doing a sketch on the stage.
Mhm.
In 1 minute's time, she has made a beautiful sketch,
Wow.
which is not possible.
Yeah.
That's why I immediately thought of what I did as a body paint.
Yes.
Wow.
In one song, her back was fully painted.
Mhm.
The face was painted from before,
Awesome.
and how we had managed that round.
Yes.
Because that's something new.
Right.
So sketching is a
Creative.
talent.
Yes. You
It's
need
a
to
talent.
be creative
Because
here.
generally the pageant girls, they either sing,
Yes.
they play some instrument,
Yeah.
or dance.
Yes.
These are the
true.
three general talent round they do.
Mhm.
But
Right.
this is something unique. What
I
you
did
you
was,
did.
yeah.
And I loved your short video.
Mhm.
Please send me the longer version.
Yes.
We
Sure.
will try to see we can fit as a talent round.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can show
that's
it to our
definite.
viewers in your
Mhm.
interview so the viewers and the masses can know
Yeah.
that You are so talented.
Yes.
Indeed, you are talented.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just on a short note there, because the talent round was done and the picture was of a mother and a child, the whole point in that 1 minute
Good,
was
you're
to
explaining.
show everyone that on mothers, on what mothers face and what we
Right.
should normalize in a society. So in the background, there was a PowerPoint presentation that's being played
Oh, wow.
on mothers while I painted, and then that was
That's a great
presented.
concept,
Yes.
actually.
So,
Yeah.
That's good.
yes.
So yeah, we would conclude now. Like I get inspired already. I'm inspired. I'm sure a
Thank
lot of
you.
our viewers, and especially women who are kind of aspiring to be in the pageant industry, they are going to be inspired by you. So we'll be concluding our show today. So our main host Asti here would be giving the concluding remarks. Thank you so much, Sherwin, for being with us.
Thank you, Kamini.
Shireen,
yeah,
this was an
keep
initial
inspiring.
introduction with us. We will be definitely, you are on our list for 2023. We'll be talking much in details about your life, about your activities, and what you plan to do as a full working year, which will be the next year.
Okay.
And we look forward and we hope that you will be coming back to our show and talking more about yourself, about doing good things in life. With that note, we will be ending our this evening's episode of Voice of Canada, hosted by Asphandiar Wadiwalla, co-hosted by Kamini Singh. Our dynamic guest was Sherwin Mohammad Shibin, and it's produced by Awaz TV Entertainment, Mississauga. So keep watching our show. We air every Saturday in the peak hours of 8 p.m. And we say goodbye. God bless Canada, and all of you stay well. And before we leave, we would like to say a very happy new year for
Happy New Year.
2023 to all of us, all Canadians and the people around the world. So we can see some passion, some compassion in us and have a fruitful year.
Yes. Yeah.
With that note, we would say bye.
Bye.
Take care.